feel like, oh, okay, I'm doing this right now. That to me has been the most surprising and the biggest. I think to me that's the biggest takeaway that I've got from this is that don't just acknowledge it, approve it, and that's really powerful way to then start moving forwards.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because the other thing that happens actually when you start to live your life from approval is you stop seeking approval from other people. So like when we're kids, we're always seeking approval from our parents, and then we grow up and we become adults, and we're still seeking that approval from other people a lot of the time. And so it makes us very needy sort of people. And it also makes us, when people come to us for approval, or like we go to someone for approval, it's like we give our power away, actually. And but when you, and there's this thing I've noticed, like when you're seeking approval from someone, it's like you're putting you on the spot to give you approval for something you don't want to be in approval of, but you want them to be in approval of it for you, so you can be in approval of it. And it's like, that might not make much sense, but it's like, if someone does it to me, it's like, I don't know, it brings up a bit of resentment in me, actually, because if they're not in approval of it, why should I be in approval of it for them as well? Whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
So like, you know, like the classic example that I go back to is, you know, if there'd be a girl that I'd be really interested in and I was really attracted to, and I wanted to ask her out on a date, but I wasn't really in approval of feeling really attracted to her. I didn't want her to think I was a creep or, you know, I was trying to come on to her. And so I'd start a conversation and try to get to this place where I could ask them out. And because I was feeling so uncomfortable, it made them feel uncomfortable. And what I noticed when I started getting into approval of what I wanted and what I wanted to feel, that dynamic completely changed. And so I did this with one of my clients last year, and she was really stressed. She wanted a pay rise from her boss, and she wanted to work. She was a single mom with 2 kids. She wanted more flexible hours, and she actually wanted to reduce her workload. So she was working like a normal working week, and she didn't have the confidence to go and ask her boss for this. And you know, we just got very clear on actually what she wanted and that place that she wanted to live her life from in terms of authentic desire, and she just got into a lot of approval for that. And you know, she went back into work after, you know, a few weeks off for stress leave, and you know, she asked for exactly what she wanted, and she was totally in approval of it, and she was prepared to walk away from a job and find a job that could give her that, and they basically gave her everything that she wanted, and it dramatically changed her life just because she was in approval of it. And because she was in approval of it, they read that as a positive thing, and so it was a lot easier for them to give her that, you know, to say yes to her. So that's the thing I've noticed. Like when you're in approval and living a life in approval, people agree with you more. So not always, but there's like, you know, the more in approval you are, the better, the more you're received, and your point of view is received. Because you know, when you're trying to, like, for example, if you're trying to get your ideas across and you're angry, that doesn't, you know, that comes across in your communication, and it doesn't go down so well. People start to resent you and they start to fight back. But if you're expressing yourself with full approval of what you believe in, you're not trying to get anyone to agree with you. You're just expressing yourself, and that removes a level of potential conflict in communication and in relationships. So, and allows for more connection to be there. So it is one of those really powerful things. And that gives you a lot of confidence, I think, when you are in full approval of, you know, your life and your experience and what you want.
Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. We could talk about this for ages. Unfortunately, we're getting into the last few minutes of our show.
Sure.
Very quick question. Could you give maybe a 2 or 3 minute overview? Literally 2 or 3 minutes. That's kind of all we've got on how come one. I mean, you did sort of touch on it, and this is your third eye based meditation. Could you give like a quick 1 or 2 minute guide on how would one go about starting to practice that, or how would one go about starting to experience that? Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, the shortcut would be either, through my website, you can, I actually have a guided meditation that you can sign up for. It's free. There's an ebook you can use that comes with it that takes you through the steps. That's the easiest way to get into it. It's basically 4 components. It's breath, it's vibration in the forehead, it's the quality that you see in that dark space behind the closed eyes, and then it's the fourth component is stillness. And then just if you give yourself 10 minutes to start playing with that, and just play with it, have fun with it, and see just notice what happens in your experience. And then the way you judge if you're actually doing it properly and that you're getting into awareness is that there's less thoughts, and it's not a battle, and you feel really present and connected to your body. That's the best way to do it.
Okay.
If you wanted to go really deep into the wormhole of third eye meditation and in terms of a spiritual practice, then I definitely recommend checking out the Clear Vision School, who taught me, and that's an incredible school. And you can keep exploring. Basically, you can explore consciousness forever. It doesn't end. And third eye-based meditation allows you to really start exploring consciousness in very amazing ways. And but that's not everyone wants that. People just want to sort their life out and have a life that makes them fulfilled and happy. So that's what I do. Just get people to feel fulfilled and happy in their life, and with a few simple techniques.
Nice. Can't beat fulfillment and happiness. If people, I was going to ask if people want to find out more. You've kind of already told us how they can find out more. So what is your website where people can find out more about you, about what you do, and find out a bit more about how they can start these more powerful forms of meditation? Yeah, so
the website is it's called sambadi.com, which is spelled SAMBAHDI.com, which is like a funny name that I came across for myself when I was first doing yoga and meditation and tantra back in Rishikesh nearly 20 years ago, actually. And it doesn't actually mean anything, because people ask me, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. It's just a name. And they can also find me on, I have a private Facebook group where I talk about a lot of these things and I give people tips. That's called Life Navigation for Modern Professionals. And I share a lot of ideas and practices, and something I'm exploring at the moment is life games. So if there's something you're not good at in life, you create a game and you practice the game, and then you get good at the game, and then you can do it in life. So that's another fun thing
I like
I'm exploring in the group. So those are the 2 best ways to get in contact with me. And I generally, I'm based in Goa. I generally work online. I generally work on Skype. And I see clients all over the world, in America, in the UK. I've got a client in Italy at the moment. So it's not about being in London necessarily to work with me. It's you. And then I do coaching, but also I'm starting to do I have an online course called Journey Through the Forest, and that's basically 4 modules and 12 guided meditations that take you into all of these practices, these ideas that I've been speaking about with you. And and that's a very accessible way for people to start, learning some of these techniques without having to do coaching with me.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So we kind of we've run out of time. That's always the way on these. We've kind of run out of time. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Scott. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've learned a heck of a lot.
Thank you so much.
My
pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
Just to remind. Cool. So just to remind people, if you want to get in touch with Scott, find out a little bit more about him, about what he does, find out more about his blend of third eye-based meditation, find out some tips on how you can actually start going about it, visit his website, sambadi.com. That's SAMBAHDI.com. Sambadi.com. You can find out a whole lot more about Scott, about what he does. You can get some really good introductions to the meditative techniques that he's been sharing with us. If you're on Facebook, check out his private Facebook group. Is it Life Navigator for Modern Professionals?
Life Navigation for Modern Yeah.
Life Navigation for Modern Professionals, where he will welcome you with open arms and take you on some amazing journeys there. He touched very briefly on his the game method he has for approaching certain things, which is a very powerful way of doing things. And that's it for this episode. So again, that's sambadi.com, SAMBAHDI.com, where you can find out a whole lot more about Scott. Thank you for being here, Scott. If you want to find out more about the Confidence Alchemist radio show itself and find out find out previous episodes and see who's coming up on the next ones, go to theconfidencealchemist.com/radio show. You can find out all about it there. Visit the Confidence Alchemist Facebook page. Give us a like while you're there. And don't forget to, when you're on theconfidencealchemist.com, don't forget to sign up for the free gift that I've got there, a free white paper all about the 5 hidden secrets of confidence, which really help you to understand what confidence is, where it's coming from, and how you can start rebuilding up yours. So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next one. Until the next time, take care, look after yourselves, and remember that change is always possible. And when you change your mind, you change your life.
You've been listening to the Confidence Alchemist radio show with your host, the Confidence Alchemist himself, Keith Blakemore Noble. To find out more, visit theconfidencealchemist.com.